Come on, he was 13.
Doesn't matter.
It absolutely matters.
Oh, well, flaw me.
Your mind is foul, your heart is ugly, and you disgust me. The world knows you are a child molester. You are forever labeled a child molester, and everyone hates a child molester.
Teachers are meant to guide and protect our children, but these women crossed a horrifying line. Mary Kay Letourneau was a 34-year-old teacher who slept with her 12-year-old student and became pregnant. But what did she do to her victim when she left prison?
Who was the boss?
What?
Who was the boss back then?
There was me pursuing you.
Who was the boss back then?
This is ridiculous.
No,
This is ridiculous.
Who was?
Mary Kay was an American high school teacher at Shorewood Elementary School. She was described as a dedicated and well-liked teacher, making her one of the school's favorite educators. However, one student was particularly interested in her. Vili Folau developed a shocking crush on Mary Kay. Motivated by a bet with his cousin, he decided to flirt with her during a summer camp.
What I thought is he doesn't understand that I have 4 children and I have responsibilities.
The child believed nothing would come from this flirting, but surprisingly, Mary Kay felt a strange connection with him. The teacher and the student started seeing each other, and before camp was over, she took advantage of him. The relationship continued when they returned home. They would meet up in secret, and on one occasion, they were intimate on her home's roof. They continued dating for the following months, but Mary Kay's husband eventually found letters sent between the teacher and the child. It was then that she decided to come forward about her affair. Her husband immediately called the police, and she was arrested. The following trial sent shockwaves to her community. But even more surprising was when Mary Kay announced she was pregnant with Vili. She gave birth just before she accepted a plea agreement to reduce her sentence to just 6 months, which was found very controversial. Before going to prison, she was ordered never to see Vili again, but she defied the law almost immediately.
How much time was it after you got out of prison that you were in contact with Vili?
Oh,
a day? A week?
Not too many hours after the no contact order was lifted.
Caught again, Mary Kay was sentenced to over 7 years.
Within weeks of your release from jail, you purposely violated the conditions of your sentence.
In a shocking twist, she gave birth to Vili's second child behind bars. Upon her release, Vili, now 21, made a chilling decision that shocked the community. He proposed.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
The couple was married for 14 years, but when Vili was in his 30s, he began to notice the sinister aspect of their relationship and filed for a divorce.
Seeing a 13-year-old, now, me being 35, I couldn't like look at a girl that young romantically.
These parents knew something was wrong with their kid, but they never expected to discover that he was sleeping with his teacher. Britney Zamora was universally loved at her school. She won a Teacher of the Year award and was described as a friendly, well-liked instructor. But everything changed when her biggest secret came to light. One of her students, a 13-year-old boy, began behaving strangely at home, raising the alarm from his parents. The kid was isolating himself from his family, constantly closing the door in his room, hiding something from them. His father tried to talk with him, to discover what was going on, but the boy remained silent about what was truly disturbing him. Concerned, the parents decided to violate their kid's trust and check his phone. Using a parental control program, the parents gained access to a series of secret messages between their child and his 6th grade teacher, Britney Zamora. In these conversations, Britney nicknamed the victim Baby, which made the parents incredibly concerned. Armed with this key information, the parents confronted their child once again, although this time, the young boy confessed to everything. In a tale that shocked the world, the boy revealed that he had been sleeping with his teacher. The police were called immediately, and Britney was forced to quit her job. Allegedly, on her last day, she told students, "I'm going to be out of school, so if you get bored, contact me because I'll be bored."
And then she was like kissing me and everything. And like, she was like, "You want to go in?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "You want to go in?" And I was like, "Sure."
Britney told the affair to her husband and somehow convinced him to help her out. Apparently, the couple then reached out to the victim's family in a desperate attempt to prevent her from getting in legal trouble.
Your woman is a monster.
God preaches forgiveness, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna preach forgiveness when I put my hands around your throat, you stupid motherfucker.
After being told not to call the boy again, Britney asks the boy's father if they could meet to talk about the incident.
Can you explain to me? Can we meet, to talk about this? Is there something we can settle out, outside?
I got you. I want you to know that now. I got you. Do me a favor. do not call this number back again. The next time you'll hear from me will be in court.
Britney Zamora pleaded guilty to sexually abusing her student and is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence. This teacher was not only caught sleeping with one of her students, but with 3 of them. 34-year-old Brienne Altus was one of the star teachers at Davis High School in Utah. Her charm made her popular among students, but behind the classroom door, she crossed a line no teacher should ever approach. Seeking for validation, she turned to her students. However, Brienne, who is also a mother of 2, began feeling sexually attracted to many of her students, and unable to contain her feelings, she started flirting with them. It started with one student, a 16-year-old boy, with whom she began to talk in and out of school. Soon after, they developed a romantic relationship. According to Brienne, this made her feel good about herself, but one victim wasn't enough. As months passed by, Brienne slept with 2 more of her students. Her encounters with the teens behind her husband's back included one in a church car park. No one seemed to know about the teacher's terrible secret, but it would all come crashing down when one of her victims said something unexpected. While in class, one of these boys described some of the tattoos on her body. Those that were not easy to see, police began to investigate the teacher, and she was fired shortly afterwards. During the trial, Brienne tried to excuse her behavior by explaining that she was struggling with self-esteem and that, actually, her victims' marks had improved in school while she was dating them. She was later sentenced to 2 years in prison. Brienne has said that inside the prison, she has been continuously treated with various therapies and has managed to overcome the problem of a lack of self-confidence. She says she no longer wants to work as a professor. This cheerleading coach shocked everyone when she confessed her biggest secret. She had been sleeping with 3 of her students. The most shocking part? She never went to prison for it. Shawnee Mission West High School was a peaceful school, but everything changed when it was revealed that some of the students were sharing naked photos of Michelle Preston, their teacher. Police immediately launched an investigation to discover how they had gotten Michelle's photos. But the truth truly surprised them. Michelle confessed she was not only sleeping with one of her students, but 3 of them. She had reached out to them on Facebook, where they began texting, and eventually she invited them to her house. Michelle reportedly had relations with one teen boy at least 15 times. That boy's DNA was found on a couch cushion in her basement. Another boy said he had been intimate with the teacher at least once and had made out with her on the same sofa. A third student said he had never slept with her, but did make out with her in her basement. There was an incredible amount of evidence pointing at Michelle, but when the trial came to an end, she was sentenced to 36 months probation.
I could tell she favored the guys more than the girls. I just didn't like her. I didn't like her as a teacher, and definitely not as a person.
The sentence outraged the community. However, when asked if Michelle received leniency because she is a woman, the Johnson County Assistant District Attorney,
she would have received the same treatment as a male did. A male would receive the same treatment that she did under the same circumstances.
These teachers not only abused their trust in their students, but also forever traumatized them for the future. What is incredibly more disturbing is how many of those avoided prison and are currently walking free. If you're looking for support, you can visit the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 855-897-5910 for free confidential support anytime. Otherwise, please find local hotlines or services and seek support if necessary. Your well-being matters, and there are people ready to help. Thanks for watching. Know of any other such disturbing stories? Let us know in the comments, and if you want us to cover them.